Dear students, today we listen about kindness, generosity, or beneficence. To know what is really kindness, we listen a story. At the last, we reach at the conclusion that what is real kindness. So, the story is that one day five Pandavas and Lord Krishna were having a chat. Within the talking, Lord Krishna giving importance on often the generosity of Karna. He elaborately praised him. He said, Karna, the most generous person in the world. This must not give pleasure to Arjuna. He displeased upon this matter. So he said, O Lord, we know brother Yudhishthira is the most generous of all. Then how can you tell that Karna is the generous person? Lord Krishna smiled. He said, I will explain the matter to you afterwards. Time passed. After a few days, one day, Lord Krishna told Arjuna, let's visit to Yudhishthira's palace. In the disguise of Brahmins. Then they dressed up as two Brahmins reached at Yudhishthira's palace. Lord Krishna told Yudhishthira, we want 1 quintal of dry sandalwood. If you will provide this to us, then we will be grateful to you. Yudhishthira immediately sent his servants to different directions to procure dry sandalwood. After some time, all the servants returned, only collecting a few kilograms of dry sandalwood, as the rainy season was continuing then at that time. Due to the non-availability of a plenty of up to a 1 quintal sandalwood, Yudhishthira in folded hands told the two Brahmins, due to the rainy season is continuing, I am unable to collect 1 quintal of sandalwood for you. Instead of sandalwood, you may say any other thing to me, I shall give you. Lord Krishna told, don't regret of non-availability of sandalwood, but we have no other needs than sandalwood. So the two Brahmins returned from Yudhishthira's palace empty-handed. Then Lord Krishna took Arjuna to Karna's palace. When they reached at Karna's door, Karna escorted the two Brahmins cordially to his palace. In the same, Krishna told Karna, "We want a quintal of dry sandalwood. If you will provide that much to us, then we will be grateful to you." Immediately, Karna sent his servants to different directions to collect the dry sandalwood. But after some time, all the servants returned only collecting a few kilograms of sandalwood. When Karna saw that only a few kilograms of sandalwood is collected, he immediately stringed his bow. He caught his doors, windows, tables, beds, all valuable furniture made of sandalwood. Prepare a bundle of sandalwood and loaded on a cart. Looking this, Lord Krishna in disguise, surprised, he asked Karna, "Why do you cut the valuable equipments like beds, windows, doors, tables made of sandalwood to provide us the sandalwood?" Karna said, "If two Brahmins returned from my home in empty-handed, it will hurt me. These furniture, doors, windows can be rebuilt. But if you return in empty-handed, I will be very, very unhappy. So I got these equipments made of sandalwood which can be made, prepared or constructed." At that time, they collect the sandalwood and returned. On the way, Lord Krishna told Arjun, "Yudhishthira also had doors, windows, beds made of sandalwood, but he did not take the step like Karna, because generosity is the quality. A generous person is a person who try to show his generosity by any means, by any way. He searched a way to show his generosity. So, Karna is the generous person in the world." Arjuna learned a lesson. It is the conclusion of the story that Karna is the generous person. We also in our life we should be generous. We may not like be Karna, but up to some extent we should be generous, because we are always thinking about us, about our family, about our friends. But on a day, if we do something for any other person, if we help any other person, we must get some separate pleasure. If you don't get, then try to help anyone on a time and feel the pleasure. So we should try to be generous. Dear children, you must get pleasure by listening the story. Now I'm asking you some questions from this story. If you listen carefully, you must answer my questions. First question: who were chatting one day? Lord Krishna praised elaborately whom? The Lord Krishna and Arjun took the disguise character of whom? First they went to whose palace? From Yudhishthira's palace they returned in empty hand or with a quintal of sandalwood. To fulfill the demand of sandalwood, Karna took what steps? Then, who is generous? Who is beneficent and kind? So, these are the questions. If you able to answer the question, then I think you listen the story carefully. Then next day we listen another story. For that time, goodbye. Thank you.